What is up, guys? Podcast number 2. Here we go. Let me just pour up my Southern Peach Lemonade Calypso real quick. I was gonna smoke before this, but I think that's the mistake I made. I've been actually trying to record a podcast for the past 2 days, staying up to like 3, 4 in the morning, sitting in my car for 3, 4 hours. Not even lying to you, dude. Podcast is hard and it's hard to initiate. It's hard to stay on topic, but I'm blaming the weed for that. I'm sober. I'm feeling good. So we're gonna get into it. Let me just find out what we finna talk about today. Get in my mood. Mood, vibe, and like your area, your sanctuary is very important to a Scorpio. All that shit gotta be on point before you start doing what you're doing. Before you get your day started, all that shit gotta be accounted for. So I'm lighting this good ass iced pound cake candle from Walmart. If you know, that's just the goat. Oh, this lighter down there out. Well, I got one of them lit. That's all a nigga need. Alright, we finna get this shit underway. How y'all feeling today? Go ahead. This would be the perfect time. Hit that comment box. Let me know how you guys feeling today. And yeah, you ain't gotta only leave one comment per video. I don't know why y'all do that. I like interacting with y'all. We hit 323 today. I didn't even realize that I gained another subscriber. Shout out. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome. Thank you for fucking with me, OG subscribers. I see you back there. Yes, sir. I appreciate the love. We gonna keep this thing going. 500 loading the channel. I told you guys before, I don't want it to be just strictly cars. You fuck with me for me, not my car. So, we're gonna be getting some podcasts on this thing. We're gonna talk about it. But I haven't really decided what I'm gonna name the podcast yet, but this is the beginning, this is the pilot. We're gonna kick it off. Just get it started, and if I catch something for it along the way, then we just gonna run with it. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I finally got that car running, y'all. That took so much off my mental. Y'all don't understand. 2 months, no car, dude. I mean, my pops let me squat his shit here and there, take it to work and to get around, but it ain't nothing like your own car. And I ain't gonna say never, because my first IS, I pretty much went through the same thing 2 times. But this one is a little bit more different because, no, actually it wasn't different at all. I let people work on my car. The homies, we fuck up, we live and we learn. I ain't mad at nobody. The car is running, it's doing good. It gave me a little bit of overheating issues today, but aside from that, it's been doing what it's supposed to do. So on my next little off days, I'm gonna tighten up everything, button everything up that needs to be fix that overheating, and the IS will be back in full effect. Anyways, though, yeah, let me open up these notes, like, see what we're gonna be talking about today. Like, y'all, I got so much in my notes. I think about anything throughout the day while I'm out. I write it down in my notes. You never know when it could come up again. And if it's a good idea, I feel like it's a podcast topic, a story time topic, I just write it down, give it a shot. So I'm finna actually peek at that today, see what we finna be talking about. Alright, with that being said, I wanna talk about your image, how much your image really means. When I say your image, like what you're showing, like how you represent yourself to other people, it plays a huge part. I don't think people realize it. It's not always good to show everybody certain things, and social media plays a huge part in that, because you could be whoever you want to be on social media. To be honest, like, I know some people faking it right now. People I didn't grew up with, family. I know a lot of people that's faking it, but I'll let them do them. Everybody got to do that. I ain't gonna knock nobody for how they live their life. I might talk my shit about it, but I mean, like, I ain't putting you on blast. I ain't calling you out face to face. So I mean, hey, we all gonna die, bro. Do what make you happy. But if I got an opinion, I'ma state that shit. That faking shit is just for the birds. That's my honest opinion. It always has been and always will be. And I feel like the happier you portray yourself to be, the more you really don't love yourself, and the more you really not happy with yourself. And that's not to say you can't be happy on social media. Some people post shit like, graduation pictures, achievements, shit that you worked hard for, and you just want to share it. Like, I get that. That's different. But you got people like this. Alright, finna start calling motherfuckers out. So look, this your warning right here. If you ain't got tough skin, it might be your time to get up out of here. Cause I keep it real all the time. I ain't finna lie. I ain't finna sugarcoat shit. I'ma speak my mind. This my motherfucking channel. So we finna get into this shit. Women definitely do it more because it's easier for y'all to do. Y'all know women that be posting, them boat cruises every week, fancy hotels, penthouse views from the window, or flights and shit every other day. Nigga, flights is not cheap. Passports all out the country, out the state. The little notorious window shot from the airplane. You see the wing and shit all up in the clouds. Flexing their money, they designer clothes, jewelry, exotic rentals, all that shit. And as they're doing that, I don't even think they are realizing this is the image you're putting on for yourself. So when you're doing that, that means everybody think this is the life you live on a regular, correct? Now, these same people, you see them out in traffic, or you know them, you might work with them, might go to school with them currently, and they not really like that on the regular, but they like that on social media. That shit is so weird to me. You just gotta sit back and think about this. The people that's actually wealthy and can afford that lifestyle on the regular, and I mean the boats, the exotic rentals, and all that shit, the most expensive shit. Real life wealthy people don't flex shit like that because they're used to it. They actually live it every day. They don't need to constantly remind themselves or others around them that's the life they live. It's already secure in their life, and I feel like the people that's not really secure with themselves or happy with themselves, they feel to have the need to constantly remind themselves this is the life I live, when it's really not. That shit's weird to me, y'all. Like, do y'all agree with that? Now, like I said earlier in the beginning, you ain't gotta drop one comment per video. Right now would be the perfect time. Let me know if you agree with what I'm saying right now. Hit that comment box and let me know. I'm finna sip this drink, y'all. We gonna get back into it. The other nights, bro, it was a tragedy. I had over 40 attempts in my recently deleted folder, and I can tell you right now, this is the best attempt I've had at it so far. So I like this. I think I'm gonna just remain sober when I do podcasts. Okay, where were we? Well, yeah, like I was saying, man, rich people, they don't gotta constantly remind themselves. Why you think? All right, look, I got another example for y'all. Why do y'all think it's so many filters? And why do you think everybody uses them? If you're trying to look perfect, if you're really happy for yourself, happy with yourself, everybody want to be the baddest bitch or the realest nigga. But if you know that that's you already, you don't need to constantly have to validate it to everybody. You already know. With that being said, stop trying to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. And work with what you got until you get what you're trying to get. That's how I look at it. I used to contemplate all the time about just doing these alone, right here, podcast. I used to tell myself, man, I want to wait till I get my own spot. I want to wait till I get my own setup, all this, all that. But it's like, Lord knows how long that's going to be from now, I'm living with my pops and shit right now, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Shit, that's life, bro. It get hard. Not everybody has the luxury or what they need to get started. Some people start later than others, and that's completely okay. And I'm one of those, let me tell y'all something real quick. I'm gonna keep it 100. When I lived in Oakland, I was living in a 3-bedroom house, garage, backyard. Had the girl, had the dog, had my cat, had the pets, Nigga, that was a life I thought was never coming to an end. I was living good. I'm not finna lie to y'all. And looking back at it now that I'm actually here having to go through what everybody else is going through, this is probably why I have a lot of people that don't like me, that don't even know me. Just because I was able to build my car the way I wanted to, or have all the luxuries and shit. I had a garage to work on the cars and shit. Well, I saw a lot of people working on their car on the street and shit, and it's like, I never looked at them any different, but they was looking at me different. Like, nigga, this nigga got a garage. This nigga be complaining about a rear bumper falling off and shit, and my shit broke like this and that, and I can't even work on it the way I want to because I ain't got a garage. This nigga got a garage, and he complaining about little shit like this. I'm not just saying this shit off of what I think. Like, this is shit I actually know. Like I said, it was a life I thought that would never come to an end. Like I was on Section 8 for a cool minute too. Like I moved to Oak. I don't remember exactly what year I moved to that house over there on 35th. But before that, I stayed on 9-8 and Walnut. But the house on 35th, that's where I like did more of my growing up. When I hit the higher ages, like uh 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, all that type of shit. So that's where a lot of my adulting and maturing happened at. So that's why I feel like that house had a lot more to play versus I mean, it had a lot more to play with my adulting versus when I stayed on 9-8. But my grandma, she had a stroke back in, I want to say it was 2017? Yeah, I want to say it was about 2017 that shit happened. And it changed her life, it changed my life drastically. And actually, my grandmother is actually no longer here. Rest in peace to her. Her beautiful soul. I miss that woman. I think about her every single day. Not one day has gone by where I haven't thought about my grandma. But you know, oh man, I don't want to. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even want to start getting sad. But I'll talk about my grandma another time. I'm actually gonna do something special for her on this channel on her birthday in October. So be on the lookout for that. But I'm sorry, y'all. I got a little simpy. Oh man. Anyways, that was a house. I mean, that was a life I thought would never come to an end, you know? And after she passed away, her Section 8 was no longer valid. So they tried to make me pay damn near $3,600 to stay at that house. And, you know, for the most part, it's worth it. I mean, 3-bedroom, garage, backyard, and all this shit. I mean, it was definitely worth it. But the landlord that was running it, she wasn't worth it at all. At all. That bitch was a true definition of a slumlord. She was so cheap. And nigga, she didn't give a fuck about my grandma passing away. First thing this bitch talking about is, oh, well, you guys were there since so-and-so, so y'all gotta pay this. I'm like, bitch, I'm not paying you shit. That's how I ended up where I'm at now. And how I had to adjust to a different lifestyle. Not being able to splurge on this car the way I want to. Having to actually manage my money a different way, be more responsible, you know. Adulting hit me kind of hard because, like my dad likes to put it, he said I entered the world a little bit more backwards than the average human, especially in California. So I had to just sit back and really evaluate the shit. Why is it that it's always somebody hating on me, or why I got problems with motherfuckers that I don't even know? They probably just didn't like the fact that not only I was able to do all the shit I was doing when I had them perks, but I mean, also I'm young, I'm black. I mean, you already know how that is. They gonna hate on that all day. So, I mean, I don't know why our people got it so hard. Like, we can't just be successful like everybody else, but that shit's made with the man. Like, it ain't a car, it ain't it ain't no set of wheels to the car, it ain't a motor I could put in it that's gonna equal up to how much of a man I am, because that's materialistic shit, bro. It come and it go. It's a hobby. Yes, I love cars, of course. It's actually one of the only thing that keeps me happy. It keeps my head on a swivel when I'm going through depression. Like, it could be something as little as buying a shift knob that'll make me feel good again because I got to install something for this damn car. But at the end of the day, when I'm gone, this car is gonna be here and I'm not. And that's how it is with all materialistic things. They're gonna be here after you're gone, before you're here, all of that. So while y'all out there doing all that flexing, just always remember, all that shit don't really mean nothing if you're a buster that's wearing the shit or riding in the newest whip, you know. Remember who you are. Don't let materialistic shit define you and make you up. Because when that shit gone, you're gonna be lost. You ain't gonna know what to do. You ain't gonna know how to hustle. You ain't gonna know none of that shit, especially if you're one of the motherfuckers that's getting everything handed to you. I feel real bad for y'all because it's 2022. California is at an all-time high with this inflation shit. I ain't even just gonna say California, but everyone in the world is pretty much fucked right now. The economy is fucked. And I'm still standing. You feel me? You know why I'm still standing? Because I'm a hustler. I always find a way, even if it ain't a way I'm gonna make one. it might get hard. Like, I mean, real hard. I done been through some real hard times, but I ain't gave up yet, and I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna take my time, go through what I gotta go through, take my little, you know, angry 10, reevaluate, and get back on my shit. Shake it off and get back to it. That's the only way to do it. Because every second you spending staying in that angry ass mindset, that's time wasted. And this clock ain't stopping for nobody. Hey, y'all, I'm low-key speaking fucking facts right now. Turn that comment box up, y'all. Oh, yeah. I feel good, man. I'm definitely gonna do some more of these. Well, all this being said, though, I just wanna reinstate. This is what I want you guys to do if you're watching this video. I just want you to be more cautious about what you spend your time on and what you let take your time. Anything negative as far as stress, drama, unnecessary arguments, all that shit, don't even give your time to that shit. Like I said, the clock is always talking. The clock is always ticking, and it ain't stopping for nobody. So, shit, you can have all the money in the world. The richest motherfucker in the world can't stop the clock. Always remember that shit. I wanna elaborate a little bit more on the materialistic shit I was talking about. Again, back to like people that's actually about that shit. People that's actually rich and shit. You know, I was saying they don't do that shit because it take too much time. It all goes back to time. The clock is always moving. Flexing take too much time, bro. Motherfuckers that got it ain't finna have to keep reminding motherfuckers every other day that they got it. Take too much time. It takes too much of it, if you ask me. Like, something I can compare this to. I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this video right now has had this happen to them before. It's always been something you've wanted for a long time, or you couldn't wait to get your hands on, your possession to own yourself, right? You remember how much you really wanted it before you bought it. You saved up for it, you sacrificed for it, and then you finally get it, right? And after you get it, you realize over time the same hype you had when you went to go get it, it ain't there after you got it already. That's how materialistic things are. That shit depreciates in value after you get it. Depending on what you have, of course. I mean, some things appreciate with value. But, excuse me, that's not a lot of the shit people spend money on nowadays. Like, you'll see a motherfucker drop 20K on a chain before they drop 20K on themselves. They be scared to invest in themselves. Like, that shit, that's hella backwards to me. Like, you want to spend 20K on a chain to look cool for a bunch of motherfuckers you don't know, but scared to drop 20K on yourself, invest in yourself. That shit is not common no more. You know, I heard this quote the other day. I think my brother Alante up in Texas, he posted this shit on his story. I don't remember who said the quote itself, but it goes like this: if you're not willing to change your lifestyle for 1 year to create a lifestyle for a lifetime, you care too much about what other people think about you. Dude, that speaks to this generation so fucking tough. It really does. Cause everybody, like, we all in a rush. We all moving like we ain't got time. And it's a lot of the people my age, like in our 20s. But I noticed something, like, I'm older. I've always had an older spirit. And I'm only 24. I'll be 25 this year in November. Scorpio, stand up. Throw that shit up. Yeah. I feel like I always been this age on my, like, in my head, in my brain, it worked different. I don't think of like a lot of these younger niggas out here. I move way different. For surely do. These niggas out here moving at the rate. They gonna crash out early. For real. But y'all trying to be here for a good time and not a long time, nigga. I'm trying to be here for a long time and a good time. It's possible. You just gotta do what you gotta do in the earlier days. So in the later days, you already have it. Another older person told me this. They said, you better suffer now so you can play later. Because if you play now, you're going to suffer later. Man, it's a reason I hang around a lot of older motherfuckers than I do young people. Because they ain't got shit to teach you. They all talk about the same shit. Like, bruh, you can't even turn on the radio and hear a song that ain't got the word perk in it. Bro, this generation, y'all niggas is lost, for real. A bunch of lost niggas. So let me tell y'all something. If you out here working a 9 to 5 like everybody else, trying to start up your own business, really working from the ground up, ain't on no scamming shit, no funny business, ain't selling your soul or your body to get it, trust me, you doing what you supposed to do, and give yourself a pat on the back. All that faking and shit, it's gonna catch up to them. Let them have it right now. Don't even trip off of it. Y'all ever did this? Y'all ever call a motherfucker out that live that type of lifestyle? You ever call them out and you hit that reality check nerve? What's the first thing they gonna say? They gonna call you. They either gonna call you broke. They gonna try to talk about like how you live, how your lifestyle is. Some motherfuckers get so low to even talk about people, kids. Trust me. And they only get that low because what you say is truthful. It really hurt them. Ain't nothing more painful than hearing the truth when you don't want to hear it. That's a fact. People run from the truth. A lot of people, they run from that shit. Not me though. Tell me what's up. Pull me to the side and tell me what's up. Cause nigga, I don't want to walk around this motherfucker looking dumb. They can have that shit. But yeah, like I said, man, if you out here working a 9 to 5, a 9 to 5, don't let people discourage you out your paper. This niggas out here standing on the block and been doing it for a long time and they made no profit. Always talking about what they used to have or how they nigga got this or how they homie got that. But what do you got, nigga? For real. Some Balenciaga shoes, some tight ass pants. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, bruh. It was a long time ago, but it still happened. Shit. So I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all know I had a girl tell me before she wouldn't talk to me because I had an Android. I am not bullshitting you. Conversation was going good. All in her ear, you feel me? Talking the shit. It was going good. I thought I knocked the bitch. Come time to exchange numbers to try to get a bitch the number and all that. She texts me like, oh, your number, your message is green? I'm like, yeah, why? She on some shit like, I'm not talking to a nigga with no Android. Swear to God, this is the last time I heard from that bitch. I said, okay. That's fine with me. I got a couple homegirls, right? I ain't gonna say no names. They living their best life. And it's not even just on social media. They living their best life. Because of the type of niggas they're able to reach. And when I say that, I mean rich people, NBA players, niggas on the set of movies and all that type of shit, Hollywood niggas. One of my homegirls, nigga, she getting police escorts because she late for work. Nigga, that's the most player shit I ever seen. I am not lying to you. That shit is crazy. And, you know, it's crazy because some females can get away with that shit and some can't. And it all plays back to how you look and what you offering to give a nigga. Some bitches can get away with it just because you hella bad. And a nigga just want to trick off on you or whatever. Some bitches actually got to do more than that. Got to actually sell their body. Or not really sell their body, but get their body up. You actually got to throw that shit back. Some get lucky and get left on red. Some get lucky and they keep doing the shit. Keep coming back. That shit crazy though. Just imagine that, bro. You out there giving up your body every other week to a new celebrity or rich nigga just because you want the latest designer bag, shoes and clothes and a nice car and shit. I don't judge a motherfucker. Get to your money how you gotta get it, but I just personally look at those type of people as the ones that's not truly happy with themselves, because it ain't no way. Say you had a kid, would you tell your daughter to do that? That's selling out, bro. That's selling out like a motherfucker. Well, you know, some people get put in certain situations that I can't really relate to or talk about because I never had to do it, but I always wanted to know what's the reason behind that shit. Why do y'all feel like y'all gotta do all that for some designer shit, more materialistic shit? Like, I don't know, because I mean, like I said earlier, in reality, when that casket closed, none of that shit going with you, but you gonna die a hoe. You're gonna die a hoe. Everybody gonna know about that shit, especially if it hit the streets. Oh yeah, she fucked that nigga for a Birkin bag. Like, what? You gonna die with that. But that Birkin bag is always going back on the shelf. They're gonna sell that motherfucker. That shit crazy, Just always think about what you post, and trust me, social media poison the fuck out the world. The shit can actually be discouraging sometimes. to the people that's actually out here really working hard as fuck and not seeing the results they want overnight because they actually got to build from the ground up and they ain't got these luxuries and these perks that some of these motherfuckers get. I'm not even really trying to attack females, and the way I've been on y'all this podcast, it kind of sound like that, and I apologize. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all because these niggas do it too. But like I said, females get away with it more because it's more likely to see a nigga trying to impress a woman to get some ass than it is a bitch trying to impress a nigga to get some dick. You feel me? Way more less likely to see it that way. So that's why I just used y'all for an example, just to make it a little bit more understanding. I'm not trying to get at y'all. I'm all about woman empowerment. Y'all gonna say the word one day, trust me. Once y'all learn how to get y'all motherfucking y'all hormones and y'all attitudes in line. Oh, y'all got it. Yeah, drop in the comments how y'all feeling right now. You know, y'all following me still? Y'all agree with the stuff I'm saying? Y'all disagree? Let me know. Talk to me nice. You feel me? But yeah, back to that, man. That shit, social media could be discouraging as hell. Like, you ever just hop on social media for a little bit of time consumption, like lunch break or a little 10-minute break or whatever while you at work, just to, you know, see what's popping, get a couple laughs at some of your favorite pages or whatever the case may be. And you see someone like 16, 17 years old, finna buy a house, got enough money to buy a house, biggest following because, excuse me, they didn't chase clout to get to where they trying to be or whatever. Sometimes they ain't even gotta be chasing clout. It all comes back to who you know, what you know, and all that type of shit. But the point I'm trying to make is, you could be busting your ass down there in your 20s or your 30s and look back and see a motherfucker 16, 17 years old living the life you want and the life that you strive for, and it'll make you feel like you not doing nothing. It'll make you feel like you doing something wrong, like you ain't doing something right in your life, like you making an error somewhere. Like, that shit, it's discouraging. It didn't happen to me a few times, I'm not gonna lie to you. It puts in your mind like investing in yourself is a bad idea because it don't pick up overnight, and that's what everybody expects. They expect shit to crack overnight. But I'll tell you something, check this shit out. We got 323 subscribers right now, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like I said, I never even really got to celebrate hitting 300, but it meant a lot to me for surely. I've had a few YouTube channels myself here and there, making gaming videos, music playlist videos, all that time. I didn't try it all, but this is the first one I've actually hit over 300 on my own, doing what I like, you know. And that shit was big to me. Like I said, it might not be big to y'all, but it was big to me. We loading up 500. It's coming. And then after 500, it's going to be 1K. And I feel like after I hit 1K, the ball just going to keep rolling. I'm going to keep it so 100 with you. Because it's gonna shoot my motivation out the sky. Because it ain't no reason. Like, if this is what I love to do, check this shit out. Whatever you love to do, as long as you remain consistent with it, it's going to pick up. Every time I drop a video, I get at least one subscriber. Not lying. Yesterday, I was just at 322. I uploaded that one video. Well, alright, let me take that back. I ain't gonna say every video, but every video or every other video, I get at least 1 to 2 subscribers in. I mean, it's gonna only pick up the more I upload. Say you got a product, right? And say you only got a little bit of this product, but you got everything you need to keep making it, correct? You following me? Alright. Everybody loves this product. And if you're for certain that everybody wants this product that you have, you can sell it at whatever price you want. Because you know somebody's gonna eventually get it. Somebody's gonna eventually want it. But the real question, why only have a little bit of this product to give out when I could give out a lot of it? If I got everything I need to keep making it, why only give out a little bit at a time? I could keep making this shit whenever I want. And that's how consistency works. Don't sell yourself short. If you got the tools you need to do it, do it. Some videos might hit more than, like, my partner Calvin told me, bro, don't even worry about views and all that type of shit. Y'all hear me asking for comments more. You hear me asking for views and reshares and all that type of shit. I just like interacting with y'all. Like, I'm gonna upload whether y'all here or not. I already talked to myself, so I mean, shit. But that's a very good way to look at consistency. Just, you gotta keep putting out that product. And in this case, product is content. Just substitute it. I mean, it's all the same shit. And I feel like that's what the fear is. The fear is because you know, if you know that a lot of people know you have it, you're gonna have to eventually make it like reasonable once it gets out. Once the word is there, everybody gonna want it. And the fear is not wanting everybody after you. Because once you got somebody hooked on something, they gonna want it all the time. I mean, it's YouTubers I subscribe to that I get mad. I'll give y'all an example for right now. Like, I say my top 3 favorite YouTubers right now is Corey Kenshin, but that motherfucker goes MIA whenever he wants. But I don't hate him for it. You know, you never know what someone's going through or his reasons. But I definitely get salty when I don't get the content that I'm looking for when I want something to watch. Another one of my favorite YouTubers, DJ Ghost. Don't even get me started. That nigga take off and come back whenever he want. But again, like I said, you never know what someone going through. They work on their own time. They put out content for us, but they don't work for us. We don't pay them. Our views pay them. So, I mean, like I said, I don't hate them for it. And when they don't upload, I get salty. I'm not gonna lie, because I mean, like, bro, this is something I want. I can't get it nowhere else. Only you got this shit. So why is you playing with me? That's how I'll be looking at it. I'm not gonna cap. But yeah, just, don't sell yourself short. Whatever you want in life, you can get it as long as you're consistent up until that point. And then when you get it, don't stop. That's what people fuck up. They get comfortable. My partner Theo told me that. Never settle and don't get too comfortable. That's a mistake of mine. I'll tell you. I'll be the first to tell you. I get comfortable really fast, and it's not good. I'm working on breaking that habit. But listen, after you get what you got, what you wanted, or get to where you want it to be, don't stop. Don't settle. Keep going. Because if you got it once, you could do it again. For surely. But yeah, that's pretty much, that's a lot of the key pointers I wanted to tap in with y'all about. We hit 40 minutes. We actually went 20 minutes over what I thought this would be. I thought this was like podcast. I was only aiming for like 25, like 30 minutes max, but we got 40. And it ain't even just me talking a lot. I always heard it don't matter if you're talking a lot as long as you're talking about something. You feel me? And when I'm dropping on y'all can share with whoever. You feel me? Somebody might need to hear this. It could possibly change somebody's life. You never know. So I'm glad I was actually able to sit and drop this podcast 41 minutes in after failing so many times these past 2 days, but I finally got it out the way. So if you made it to the end, thank you. Give yourself a clap, pat on the back. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these. I got topics out the ass, y'all. I'd show y'all my notes, but y'all not finna take my ideas and get rich off it. Fuck that. So I'm about to wrap this one up. Drop a like for me. If you feel the need, if you enjoyed this, share it. And maybe somebody else will find the same enjoyment as you. Drop them comments. And we're gonna do this again. Oh yeah, one more thing. I only did this podcast like this with the picture in the background and not live on like camera and shit because again, I don't really have anywhere to set up at because I tend to do these late or after my girl goes to work because I have the room to myself. So when it's late, I don't want to be too loud filming it in the kitchen because the garage and my dad's room where he's at is kind of like right next to each other. So I don't want to just be in the kitchen laughing. Sometimes I get to laughing hella loud and shit depending on what I say because I'm a funny ass nigga, so I make myself laugh a lot. So I just like to keep it respectful. I don't want to be too loud. So again, I only really do them when I'm alone. So when I actually get a proper setup, I'll definitely start doing them live on camera. My partner Trav gave me the idea to do call-ins and get other people's opinions while I'm on the podcast, and I fuck with that because I always like hearing other people's point of view. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm about to get up out of here. If you made it to the end, again, I appreciate it. We got 323 subscribers. If you are here right now, this is your last time. You're getting an OG stamp. Everybody after this, y'all new subscribers, but y'all right here, I'm going to do something special for y'all. Just remember that. I said on this podcast, 323, that number going to be special because Y'all all mean something to me. Y'all are what kept me going when I was at my lowest, going through some of the hardest times of my life. And then when I get on this YouTube, I recognize the people that's dropping comments. I recognize all of that shit. And I can't be more thankful. Y'all are the reason I keep doing this shit. So I'm gonna do something special for y'all. But until next time, like I said, drop them likes and comments and them shares. And I'll see y'all on the next one.